Hello members, Blitzkrieg here, and welcome to my first Fallout 76 Camp Showcase. Today I'm going to be showing you a 1-to-1 scaled recreation of Camp Navarro from Fallout 2. I'm going to put a picture right here on the top right of a Camp Navarro build that I did 3 years ago, and as you can see, it's not exactly up to par to what you can do today. And so I'm here to show you what is possible currently in camp building, and hopefully inspire you to make your own camp build. Before we start looking around, just one thing I want to mention. This is a scaled recreation, so 1-to-1. The scale-wise is similar to Fallout 2. There are some visual elements changed here or there to make sure that the camp is functional, and sometimes I can't recreate the exact thing in Fallout 2. So, without further ado, welcome to Camp Navarro. So we're going to start off here with the front gate and the guard shack. We'll look at the guard shack first. Here's the sign telling you are in fact in Camp Navarro. And here is a guard's window to make sure you check in and you're ready to go into the base. Moving along, we're going to go over to the back so we can take a peek at the interior. Got some filing cabinets right here, enclave rug on the floor, some communications terminals to beam back through the buildings in the bunker, and then we have our cartography table to make sure that any patrols that come back, any points of interest are marked down to where they went and where those locations are. And then right here we have our guard's desk. Moving along, we're going to move to the front gate here with another do not enter sign. Something that I changed from Fallout 2 is that these columns with blue lights are meant to represent the energy barriers from Fallout 3. These would block the player from going to places they weren't allowed to be in, and I thought that would be a nice addition to help flare up the front gate here a little bit. We have our front gate guard here wearing his sleek covert scout armor, and we're going to start off with the building on the right. So right here, we have our decontamination room. This is the waiting room right here where agents would sit down and the fan would pump out any radioactive material that might have been in there. Stepping inside here, we have our decontamination room itself. We have a symptomatic here to cure any diseases they might have cured out in the wasteland. And on the right, we have an automatic decontamination shower. If you just step up right here, it'll go ahead and give you a nice decontamination. And that is used by merging a pressure plate into the decontamination shower. You can use that using the pressure plate glitch. There's plenty of YouTube tutorials about it. Over on the other side of it, we have our lab, one of many labs. This is the biological lab. We have a radiology center right here, a few more terminals to record data, and then we have 2 chemistry workbenches right here. This is more so for visual flair and utility. These weren't in Fallout 2. But I decided to spruce up the building a little bit more with them. Over here, we have one of many elevators that go down to the bunker. This is recreated using the alien catwalks. And then we have some crates in the corner for some space filling. Over on the building here, we have our barracks and mess hall. Opening it up here. Here's our mess hall. We have tables and chairs for all the people. And it looks like a few agents were gambling with some poker. Over here we have our kitchen with our Mr. Handy Baker for some visual flair. In Fallout 2, as you can see right here, I'll put a picture. It is just wooden walls, or not wooden walls, wooden tables with like sparse food on them. So I decided to change that up a little bit and have a more modern kitchen, as that would be more apt for the Enclave. And we got a refrigerator here with some Nuka-Cola. Right here we have an American flag on the wall, and then another bunker elevator. And inside of here we have our barracks itself, the triple bunk beds as you see in Fallout 2. And I added the lockers in as I found it a little weird that the soldiers didn't have any personal storage. So the lockers are there to kind of fill that little void. Exiting out over here, we will take a real quick look at our hangar and refueling pad. Here is our oil. The barrel placements are to what they were in Fallout 2, stacked up and everything. You can see a picture right here. We have our vertibird right here because Bethesda won't give us a vertibird prop, so this is what I have to use. On the left over here, we have a little bit of extra stuff. A little nuke on the ground for some visual flair. And then over here we have a little makeshift shooting range where guards can go ahead and shoot at these paper targets. That wasn't in Fallout 2, it was just a little something for other people to experience. Inside of here we have our hangar. This is a cargo bot that takes you to another shelter. It's currently under construction. That's why I have the floor right there. And then we have our pilot right here. We have the 3 workbenches that you could see in Fallout 2. One thing to note about the hangar, as you can see from this picture, it is brick and scrap metal. I didn't think that worked too well for an Enclave hangar, so I kept the design faithful to how it has the split up windows, as well as, if I go up here real quick, the vents on the top, right here, using these giant cable spools. So visually, it still looks similar to the Fallout 2 model. I just wanted to give it a more Enclave appearance by using an alternate set of Enclave walls, as I did here. And then there's some Asylum lights because it's the best light to use for a big range. Starting off over here, we have our data center. On the right, we have some communications and data bank terminals, as well as a cleverly hidden Vault-Tec power generator made to look like a wall terminal. And on the left here, we have even more data banks, terminals. This is by far the room with the most terminals, and we got our scientists hard at work. We have another bunker elevator right here that goes down, and we have some chalkboards on the wall to mark their progress. And then building over here is our garage. So usually right here there would be a refueling truck. However, we don't have anything close to that in the game. The closest thing is the cement truck. However, that's a resource, and you can't place resources in shelters. So this forklift and this excavator are going to have to do for now. Over here we have our power armor mechanic working away at a set of advanced power armor. This is the display frame right here, and then the power armor station right here. These were workbenches in the original, but for camp utility I decided to place the power armor in here. It only made more sense. And then we have a few more crates and lockers that are in Fallout 2, especially for how they're spaced. And then over here we have Goss minigun on the table just for a little bit more visual flair. And a few posters here and there, some fans, more industrial look. Over here we have Sergeant Dornan's office. We got American flag on the wall, very patriotic painting of the Revolutionary War, and then his desk with a few knickknacks and a terminal. We don't have a clean terminal, and I didn't want to use a Tinker Tom terminal, so this is the best we could do. And then coming out here, we have the final bit of the tour, and that is the main bunker elevator. This is a 2x3 in Fallout 2, and there's no way you can have a 2x3 with a door in the middle, so this leads to a different shelter. That is the Oval Office. I haven't recreated the bunker for this build. I might do it in the future, but here's a picture of what that Oval Office looks like. And then on the right, of course, we have our big communication satellite to talk back to Control Station Enclave here. Have that move around. One thing before I go, this is a 28 by 28 build. Basically, the way I counted that is I looked around the Fallout 2 Navarro and I saw they had these sections of fences. And in 76, we have what are called communist fences. I know, very unpatriotic, but these are the only ones with barbed wire on the top. So I counted each section of the fence, and it's a 28 by 28, and this shelter so happens to be a 32 by 32 shelter, if you wanted to max out your foundation space on here. So this is the best I could really get it. All of the turrets are in their correct placements. Turret right here, each turret in the corner, and then we got one in the middle and 2 by the gate, exactly how they were in Fallout 2. And then you have all of these street lamps also lining up. And that's going to lead us to the end of our tour, members. Thank you so much for watching my 1:1 scale recreation of Camp Navarro. Next week I will be making a video of talking about 10 changes Bethesda made that were right and 10 changes they made that were wrong. Thank you so much for watching, members, and I hope to catch you later in the Wasteland. See ya!